Revolutionary founders don't just find customers. They create magnetism with their ideal audience. Welcome to the resonance pillar, where your validated beacon aligns perfectly with your magical audience persona, creating unstoppable pull instead of an exhausting push. The resonance pillar is about engineering deep emotional connections with the exact people who will champion your solution. It's where you move beyond generic demographics like millennials or small business owners, and you create trust, belonging, and identity with your perfect audience. Think of resonance as a magnetic field. When aligned correctly, it pulls your ideal customers to you effortlessly, creating advocates who accelerate your growth. Most founders get stuck here. They target too widely. They miss their ideal customers, or they rely on vague personas. The result? Wasted marketing dollars, slow adoption, and that terrible feeling of disconnect from the people you're trying to serve. When your resonance is weak, you face constantly pushing to get attention instead of creating natural pull. Difficulty in finding product market fit despite having a strong concept. High customer acquisition costs with low retention. The frustration of watching competitors connect with your audience. But when your resonance is strong, let's say like scoring 120 or more on our framework, your audience feels you built your solution specifically for them. They become your marketing department. The resonance equation combines 5 powerful forces that, when aligned, create magnetic pull rather than an exhausting push. Number 1, target alignment. How perfectly your truth aligns with your audience's characteristics and practical needs. So, ask yourself, how accurately does my audience feel the pain point I am addressing? How dissatisfied are they with existing solutions? Next one is audience psychographics. How deeply your idea resonates with their values, motivations, and sense of identity. Ask yourself, what drives my audience emotionally? How does my solution help them become who they aspire to be? The next one is behavioral validation. How your audience's current behaviors prove that they will adopt your solution. Again, ask yourself, what are they already spending time and money on? How actively do they engage with similar solutions? The next one is pull strength, the multiplier effect of your audience's loyalty and advocacy power. Ask yourself, how much influence does this audience have with others? How eagerly do they promote solutions that they value? The next one is temporal factor, how your resonance will evolve across adoption stages. How well will early adopter resonance translate to early majority? How will your resonance need to evolve over time? The Resonance Radar is a tool that plots your scores across all dimensions. It reveals your exceptional connection points. It reveals the critical gaps in audience alignments, how your resonance compares to competitors, how your resonance will evolve over time, how it varies across different audience segments. This visual tool helps you spot patterns. These patterns like a practical heavy profile, a strong foundational fit but weak emotional connection, an emotion heavy profile, strong values alignment but practical barriers to adoption, or a balanced profile, harmonious resonance across rational and emotional dimensions. When your resonance score exceeds 120 points on our framework, transformational outcomes can become a possibility. Magnetic marketing. Your messaging feels personal to your audience, cutting through the noise. Effortless advocacy. Customers spontaneously promote your solution to others. Pricing premium. Deep resonance creates willingness to pay more than your competitors. Loyalty immunity. Competitors struggle to poach your customers despite offering incentives. Cost efficiency. Your customer acquisition costs plummet as word of mouth drives growth. But if any component scores very low, your overall resonance suffers dramatically. The competitive resonance matrix is a tool that reveals where you stand relative to competitors, where you significantly outperform them in connecting with your audience, where the competitors have stronger resonance than you need to address. Resonance white space. This is an unaddressed kind of audience needs with high potential. This analysis prevents you from being blindsided by competitors who understand your audience better than you do. Once you identified your highest resonance audience, develop a detailed persona that captures the following. Number 1, their core identity and daily life. 2, their emotional landscape of fears and aspirations. 3, their behavioral patterns and decision-making process. 4, specific language and concepts that create pull. And finally, how their needs will evolve over time. This isn't just a marketing exercise. It is the foundation for every business decision you make. The resonance pillar directly informs every other pillar. It determines which authority signals will convince your audience. It shapes the narrative elements that will emotionally connect. It guides how you deliver your solution through the right channels. It informs how you create engagement that strengthens belonging. It focuses your momentum on audience segments with the highest pull. Revolutionary founders don't guess who to reach. They scientifically and emotionally align with their perfect audience. This is what they do. They collect real data through surveys, interviews, and they just don't depend on assumptions. They score their resonance honestly, not wishfully. They develop detailed personas beyond basic demographics. They test and validate their resonance through engagement metrics. And finally, they continuously refine their understanding as the audience evolves. Your resonance isn't just about finding customers. It's about creating a movement of people who see themselves in your vision. Now, take the time to assess your resonance score. Is it creating a magnetic pull, or are you still pushing uphill? Have you found the audience that feels your solution was made specifically for them? Remember, the most successful ventures don't just push their message out, they pull their perfect audience in. And that starts with a powerful resonance. On this page, you will find all the information about the resonance pillar that I have put together over the years. This is a culmination of successful strategies that I've created for companies and brands in the past. It shows you the equation that you can use to calculate your resonance score. It is made up of elements, and each element has a sub-equation. Now, don't be afraid of these equations. These are just visual tools that enable you to understand the dynamics of the various elements, various forces that determine your understanding of your audience. So, when you move things around, you can really feel how these forces will change. And you will also understand how any one of those elements If it scores low, it's going to affect your overall score, which means that you're not going to have alignment with your exact target audience. If you have any questions, just hit me up on LinkedIn or X. My name is Mash Bonigala, and I created the Brandem OS. I'll see you in the next video.